Assalamu alaikum. Today we would be discussing regression. I think whoever have studied statistics course or read a research paper, quantitative one, so they would definitely have read about regression. Regression is a very famous tool, and as a researcher, it's really very important for us to understand its basic. Now, if I ask what is regression, so how I would describe it? So I would describe it in this way that it's a tool which researchers or statisticians use to do what? To use input data to predict or estimate the output data. Now we can change this input and output into independent variable. So regression is a tool which helps researchers and statisticians to predict the dependent variable with the help of independent variable. In case of simple regression, definitely input variable or input independent variable will be one, and then there we would move to other ones. Okay. Now, if we talk about regression in terms of mathematics, so its equivalent is slope intercept form. In slope intercept form, we can see that y is equals to mx plus c. M is the slope. What we mean by slope, if we want to explain slopes, it is a transformer, or it is what I would say a multiplier. The impact of x, any change in the value of x, how much change it will bring in the value of y, we can determine it with the help of this m. And c is the constant, like when the value of x is 0, what will be the value of y? If we come to these values, 1 is equals x, when it is 1, y is 10, when x is 2, y is 15, and we can see the other values. If we want to draw it, so how can we draw it? You can see this, y is equals to 5x plus 5, that we have drawn. So now this 5 is the slope, another 5 is the constant. And we can easily see it that how it's done. If we want to show you it on Excel that how it's done, so it will take us a little time. Definitely we come here to data, and this one I would remove first, and I would reproduce it. Well, no, I want to reproduce it using the same thing. Okay, here I select this data, and what I do that I go to this data. No, insert was right. Okay. And within insert, there is something that is this scatter diagram. Once I've come up with this, okay, what I can do here, I double click on it, and now you can see quick layout. In quick layout, there's one which has got this FX. You can see that now you can change the values and you can change the light, but the thing which we saw on the PowerPoint, you can see here the same thing we have reproduced, and definitely the by typing the values here, we can change it. For example, I put it Y here, or any other name which I like, okay, and here I put X. So that's quite much possible. Okay, and there you saw it, the line was dark. Okay, so how we can do it? I clicked on it, and now I go here to this, and there I can move to this data type, a solid one. Okay, now you can see it's solid, and definitely we can change the line types as well. All the things are possible, and even we can change the font size of this from 9, for example, if we want to make it 15. Oh no, 18 is, yeah, no, 15 is available there. So you can see it, and you can change the place. And definitely the other changes you can make to it, but definitely we are not interested in the changes. Now we come back to a slide again, okay? So we increase it again, and that we had done, okay, the things we did it. Now we move to its regression form. In regression form, there is a change. What changes you can say? Y is equals to mx plus c was there, m was the slope, and c was the constant. Here, b1 is the slope and b0 is the constant. But we have different names for them. They are called coefficient of regression. Instead of calling them slope and intercept, they are what? Coefficients. And here, there is another change. This time, y has got a cap. This cap means that it is an estimated y. So previously, you could see one thing, and now I would, with the data, I would show you something which you will see. Now you see here, when x is 1, y is 3. At another value of x, 1, y is 8. And you can see the other values 2, 10, 2, 12, 3, 17, 3, 22. You observe one thing that on the same value of x, there are multiple values of y. Now, it means that when we will draw it, so there is a possibility that the estimated line, this solid line, would not exactly represent the dot value, which are the real value. So estimated values and real values are different. So now this is a very interesting thing. Regression line is the best fit line. It is not necessary that it would go through all the data points, but it would go through a path which would minimize the residual. That is something very important regarding regression. Now, how can we conduct regression through Excel? That is something very important. Okay, I'll show you conducting regression, data analysis, and regression, and then we would come up with this, and then we would send the variables and all the data. Now we need to interpret it, but before that, we want to run it on Excel. Okay, so we go to Excel, come to the this data. Okay, you can have a look. This is not the data which I want to work with. This is the one, okay? X and Y, and these are the values are here. I would be working with them. Now, what I do, I go to data and in data analysis. Now, when you are working on your computer, there is a possibility that you would not have it here. So, how can we bring it here if we don't have it already here? So, I'll show you one extra thing. Okay, here at file, I clicked once more. I would do it, but I was faster. My thoughts and my actions, they are not helping each other. They are not in sync with each other. Now look at it. This file. I click here. Now I come to options. Okay, in options there is add-ins. I clicked on add-ins, and here we can see analysis toolbar. When it is there, select it. Then this is a go button. I click on it, and here in my case it's already ticked. But in your case, if it's not ticked, so please first tick it and then OK it. And now you would have it here, data analysis. So for instance, we are here. First, I click on this data, and here I've got the data analysis. And in data analysis, there are multiple tools of statistics which you have studied in your statistics class. Okay, and definitely they are arranged alphabetically. So ANOVA, a very advanced thing which you learn in statistics, it is at the top, and Z test, which you learn in earlier classes of statistics, it's at the bottom, just for the reason that the things are alphabetically arranged. Now we come to regression. Regression is already selected here, so I click OK, and now I've got the selected data, but I have to do all the things from the beginning. What I do here, I select this X. Oh, okay, first I'll have to look at it. Okay, it's X. Yes, okay, it was right. I selected X, and selected from this top to this. And now I come to Y, and I select Y from this to this. Once I've selected it, the other important thing that is this label. This must also be chosen. Okay. Now I press OK. Once I press OK, so I've got the results. This results definitely has got many things. I'll go to my slide, and there I would show you not all the result, but some of them. Okay, R square. Okay, what does it mean? R square means that how much variation in the dependent variable is explained by the set of independent variables. In our this case, there is only one independent variable, that is x, and x is explaining 91.9% variation in the dependent variable y. The other important thing is this x coefficient and p-value. Collectively, they would be making the whole sense. And whenever you would read the research papers, so definitely we will be referring to them. In statistics, we are not interested in intercept. We are more interested just in the variables. And here you can see that x has got a coefficient value of 8.5 in statistics, and in statistics not, but in research we are more interested in the sign. Sign is positive. So X has got a positive impact on Y. And other value, if you look at p-value, and p-value is 0.000. You remember from your earlier classes of statistics that when p is less than 0.05, it means that the test is statistically significant. Here, the H naught is that X does not have impact on Y, and HA, the alternative hypothesis, is that X has impact on Y. So in our case, we can see that X has got a positive significant impact on Y. Now, if we want to run multiple regression, so we'll go to another file. Okay, and if I remember, where's the data? Not here, not here. I'll go to 5, 6. Oh no, and I don't see 5 here. Okay, it's here. Okay, now we can see that here we don't have just one variable. We have got two variables, x1 and x2. And how I will run it again? I'll have to go to data, and from there, data analysis. When I click it again, our regression is already selected. So okay, and here first I will remove the data which I have selected previously, and I'll select new data. I come to X, and here I'm not selecting just one X, I'm selecting two X's. When I've got multiple regressions, so I will select multiple X values. And you need to remember one thing that all these X variables should be adjacently placed so you can select them in one go. Otherwise, you would definitely have a technical problem. And it is preferable to place them adjacent to each other. Now I select this Y. Again, this label is selected, and you can see that again I've got this result, but I would not be explaining here. I'll move to the next thing which I produced, the same thing which I showed to you through the Excel. Here you can see that how they've been done. And now you can see some highlighted values in bold R square 0.957, what it means. Now this time X1, X2 collectively explains 95.7% variation in the dependent variable. Now look at again X1 and X2, look at their sign, both are positive, and look at p values, they are less than 0.05. So collectively, we can say that x1 and x2 have got positive significant impact on y. And separately, we can mention them. X1 has a positive significant impact on y. X2 has got a positive significant impact on y. Now, if you want to conduct this thing through regression, so how it will be done in this slide, you can see, and then the process you can see here. But definitely, we will produce all these things through SPSS. Okay, so here I come to XPSS file. You can see X1 and X2 are placed here, Y, and here I go to this regression, and you can see it. Analyze regression, linear regression. I've selected them. I will press the reset button to show you that how the things are sent. Y sent here, and X1 and X2 are selected, and multiple can be selected and they can be sent here. And once I press this button, and I've got the values again. This is the R square value, and here we have got X1 and X2 value. And collectively, the results are shown here as well. So I think we can conduct regression, we can interpret its value. So definitely it was the first class, and here we were wanted to learn that how the regression is conducted. And I hope that you have learned it quite well. In the further classes, we would learn more about regression. Thanks.